Hello and welcome to the show. Today I'm driving possibly one of the vehicles I was most excited to see come into GTA 5. That is a Dakar rally truck. These things are absolutely crazy racing vehicles. And now we have one to go and play around with in GTA 5. And naturally, I'm going to see if the army stand a hope in hell of being able to stop this monster. We're going to probably spend a lot of time bounding around off-road again. It's worked quite well for the Contender. It could probably work quite well for this as well. We're not going to have a huge amount of actual straight line speed. I suspect it's not going to be too shabby though. You know, it's going to be quicker than, well, pretty much every other truck around, and this should have no problem whatsoever when it comes to strength. This should be more than capable of pushing the army cars, hopefully, out of the way. Like so, we can we can deposit the police car around. What can we do to well, the barracks actually very wisely got out of the way. Yeah, go on, Crusader. Okay, they cost me a little bit of momentum. I'll be honest, they cost a little bit of momentum. However, shall we? We're going to try something. We're going to test this out. See what it's like climbing up the side of a mountain. Considering I completely cocked that all up and had very little in the way of momentum, and now we're on our side, that is really asking for trouble. This is climbing a mountain very well. Oh dear, that's going to be a really big, crashy moment. No, we're fine. Amazingly, that wasn't actually as big a crashy moment as I thought that could end up being. The initial sort of landing is probably better than the sort of bouncing between the rocks that went on at the bottom there, or the crashing into a Crusader. We have squished a Crusader. Yeah, I would probably not advise you guys pulling your... oh crap, that's a rock. We can't bounce... We can go over Crusaders, that's fine. But the rocks, they're a bigger... Look at it go! There is no stopping the Dakar truck until I've rolled it. Okay, there is some stopping the Dakar truck. Ooh. We're going to catch a piggyback ride on... I mean, again, it'd be more of a squish than a ride, to be honest. But, well, we're going in a direction at least. I like this truck. This is actually surprisingly rapid. I mean, again, I know it's a racing truck. Ooh. Oh, we can defeat a barracks! We have completely and utterly defeated a barracks there. Okay, it doesn't kind of bat them out the way, not like you would if you were driving an insurgent, but we can. We roll them over. We can kind of do a pin maneuver on them. That is fantastic news. We can, well, yeah, we can pretty much bully anything we need to out of our way with this. Although, yeah, head-on collision with the barracks, and it's kind of a stalemate. Bloody hell, what did we hit there? Was that some more rocks, or just a hidden bit of terrain that wanted to launch me up into the sky? Could be that one. Now, I will be honest, I'm being a lot more aggressive with the army than I would normally be, partly because I want to see just what this truck can do strength-wise when it comes to dealing with the collisions. Also, you know, let's face it, it's likely to survive more punishment than some of the other vehicles, although if it does end up, or I should say if, there's quite a high possibility chance of when it does go up in smoke. A fairly large part of that will be me bullying army cars. Oh, I didn't quite get him into the rock. I very nearly rolled it going around that corner, but there we go. Oh crap, there's a roadblock. That's a little too many cars for me to try and force my way through. It's a little bit battered at the front, but nothing we can't deal with. I should have gone really through the petrol station, but never mind. Barracks out of the way. Yeah, I mean, it kind of worked. Little Emperor, we shall we shall use you as an amazing ramp. Thank you very much for that. Well, we have another new tactic. What's the last car I think I had the Batmobile a long time ago. The Batmobile was when you started climbing over vehicles, when you drove into a vehicle with that, it often sort of lifted up and got ramped up into the air. That was a little bit more spectacular than this, although that's not bad actually. Yeah, it was a little bit more spectacular than this, got launched a bit further, but still, we can use AI cars as ramps. That is useful information. Right, we are still not smoking, we are not leaking fuel, and we are actually making very good progress in heading towards the city. Well, we do. I haven't actually. I've been so busy bullying the AI cars. I haven't even been paying attention to what speeds we're getting. Okay, this is pretty damn quick. We're doing 95, 96 miles an hour. Goodbye. That's not too shabby. Not for. You've got to bear in mind what this thing is. It's still, well, yes, it's a racing version. It is still a truck, and that is some good speed, especially out of a GTA 5 vehicle as well, to be able to do that sort of speed. Right, weave, you can go round, you can try and cover it. You're not going to do very much there to stop me. We're going to bounce through you, bounce through that gap. Oh! I love how the cars have done nothing. The cars... some of them have killed momentum a little bit, but the one thing that really causes issues, the one thing that scuppers the rally truck, is a bloody lamppost. That has caused the most issues. Now, where is my little jump? This may be a little trickier with this vehicle. I think we might have actually started locking up a wheel. Indeed, we have. It's not going to fully locked. Oh, we've got a passenger. Well, passenger's had a crash, so that's fine. He's lost a tyre. We have locked up a... Yes, we've lost a front wheel. Out of all of those accidents, I'm actually quite surprised. I wasn't expecting the wheels to go. Having said that, we are actually still going. That's pretty good speed for a locked up wheel. I mean, it's not quite the same as we got with the buggy. I think the buggy was still absolutely flying with a locked up wheel because it was, yeah, it was a ridiculously fast vehicle to start with. And while, yeah, locked up wheel killed some of the speed, there was still more than enough to have no problem against the army. This has now slowed it down to the point whereby the army can keep up but then have no idea what to do with me while they are keeping up. Oh, well, someone had an idea. Well hit, actually. That was an intelligent manoeuvre from a barracks. I don't know what on earth is going on here. Crusader is going to try the same manoeuvre, and that's not really going to work for you in quite the same way. Don't really have the same pushing power behind you to do that one. That wasn't particularly clever, was it, Messer? I think I've taken off 2 of his doors. Fantastic. Oh. Yeah, I can definitely weather the hits. It's just if a wheel gets locked... as you can see here, when a wheel gets locked up, if a wheel gets locked up, that is when you are in a bit of trouble. Ooh, this might not have been a good way to go. Ugh, we're fine. We fit. Just about, although we are now really struggling with speed down here. Why are we struggling so much with speed? Maybe it just wasn't changing gears. Uh-oh. Hello, barracks. Don't mind me. I'm going this way now. Yep, we're going to this way. We're going to go jump on the motorway and then maybe drive out the other side. Oh, not that there's anywhere to drive out the other side. Bugger it. This wasn't quite as good a plan as I'd hoped it would be. We've climbed a bush and we've got, well, a little bit stuck in there. Again, the bushes are scarier opponents than the army cars. That is for sure. This is not going to work as a getaway area, is it? No, it's always an unlikely place for a getaway to really work. Uh-oh. That is a lot of army cars coming in this direction, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get turned to take that sort of off-ramp. We're going to head over this way then and take the off-ramp up here. Ah, we're too slow. We are too crippled with the broken wheel to really be able to do anything. I suspect we will probably be in a state of stalemate for quite some time. The army, I mean, they can keep firing bullets, they can keep crashing into me, and I can keep trying to bully their cars out of the way and making them roll over. This, aside from the bent-up wheel, is showing no real sign. Look, that didn't work quite how I had planned it to. I'll be honest there. I had hoped that by going on the brakes there, it'd drive into the back of me, and that would wreck the Crusader, but no, it just lifted me up and went clear. This is not really showing any... I say it's not really showing any signs of dying. I mean, it looks pretty wrecked. And, you know, the wheels are gone, but mechanically I don't see any smoke yet coming from the engine. I don't see any leaky fuel. Shall we... Oh, he's pulled out... no, I was going to say, I was just worried. I thought I saw that fuel trail now. That's just the tyre. The tyre that is locked on the floor. Spin you round because we can. Oh, that was a very... Again, signs, lampposts, and other assorted... Well, pretty much nothing objects are the things that cause issues for... Or bushes, that's the other one. The all deadly bushes. But, oh crap, that's not break-throughable either. Oh, if that had been break-throughable, we could have made a decent escape into the storm drain. But no! Hello there. You guys can all get out of my way. Yeah, keep getting out of the way. Keep getting out of the way. Now, I want to go down here. Okay, you are welcome to try and follow me. But this is the way that I am heading, and I'm going to jump off this bit. and probably roll because I've hit a tree. Oh, actually, that worked out quite nicely for me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. We're going to play in the water. Ah. Ah. Sometimes I can never figure out if it's a specific part of the storm drain or if it's just luck. Sometimes you can go into the storm drains and get away without them spawning anyone in. This was not one of them times whatsoever. There is absolutely crawling with army cars. Oh, somehow we are actually still going. Now we're going to... Oh, we've recovered it again. It's quite hard to have this stay upside down for too long. It is able to get back going again quite quickly, but it is now starting to... picking up speed again. I think it perhaps sometimes doesn't quite like changing the gears. Oh, now that is where I have ended up in the drink before in this series, and has not necessarily gone too well. The very first car, the Duke to Death, ended up across that banking and in the water. I thought it was a lot closer to the other side. I thought I could jump across, and yeah, you can't do that. Not with the Duke to Death, and certainly not with a broken one of these that's rolled over again. What on earth was that I hit? Wow, that is a hell of a solid stereo. If a Dakar truck is bouncing off of it. That's like the Nokia of stereos. I've got real troubles with steering now. We've got real issues with steering. In fact, oh god, I think maybe the sand wasn't a good idea. We can turn... we can kind of turn... It's like quite a long delay for turning left. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not too worried. Whoa, why are we going straight on? I think we're going to end up in the ocean. At any moment now, I'm going to lose control of the steering, not realise quite how close I am to the sea, and we're going to go like there. That. Oh, we are back on solid-ish ground. Yeah, this thing has had it, basically. It's still, I mean, it is still working, but we have got 5 helicopters. No, wait, 6 helicopters are following us as we are bounding our way. One of them is smoking quite heavily. Please crash into each other. Guys, please crash into each other. That would be helpful. We're still getting 60 miles an hour while bounding around on the beach. That's probably not a crash-throwable fence, is that? Yeah, the bloody airport ones aren't. Oh, well, I can't turn, so I might as well go down here then. Are we going to get some turning? If we could just stay up on 2 wheels, that would probably... Well, that's... that might be my new record for longest time spent on 2 wheels on GTA 5. Can we do that again? This is quite the stunting truck. The stuff. I think I might have just driven myself into a dead end, though. I don't think there's a way around this corner up here. We have also started smoking. Maybe it's just engine smoke. Can we get around this turn? Here we go. Truck. Can we do it? Oh, we can, actually. I thought that was going to be a lot deeper than it was. It was not. We're exploring a very different part of the... Oh. We were exploring a very different part of the map. It is actually now conked out. I'm not sure what got it. I didn't see leaking fuel, although it's quite easy for me to miss it when I'm busy worrying about helicopters and so on. Something got it. Oh, it's got going again. Unfortunately, I wasn't steering, so we're going to drown it. That's a new one to me. The truck has just spluttered back into life. It was going to go again if we're not careful. It's very peculiar. I have not had a vehicle do that before. That's really odd. We've almost made it around the entirety of the airport. I can't... There we go. We're getting turned. I really don't know how long it has left to live. I'm pretty sure the last vehicle that came out this way was the heavy military, I can't remember the name of it, truck that had the boosting mod on. I'm pretty sure that broke down at some point while on these beaches and then suddenly came back into life for seemingly no reason. I have in all of this somehow lost a couple of helicopters because sure, that's totally how it's totally how it works. It's not like this is really easy to follow the giant racing truck on a beach and through some ocean. Well, this is surprisingly shallow ocean. That might not be surprisingly shallow ocean, and I can't turn. Brakes. How long? I think we're dead again. Don't know whether it's going to come back into life this time around, but it is certainly not working. Is that like oil dripping off the engine? It does look like there is an oil effect dripping off the engine. Oh, there we go. We're back. Don't know what's going on with this. This is probably a step too far for the truck. No. This is a little submarine. That is what it... I mean, admittedly, you know, some of these off-road vehicles that there are on GTA should be better at dealing with water. Oh, that's probably not going to be drive-throughable. All right, oh, maybe we can stick to the... yeah, they should be able to go a bit further underwater when they've got snorkels and so on. So maybe this truck can be the first vehicle. I've certainly never even contemplated taking a vehicle around here. Ah, it's conked out. I think that might be too deep a water for it. Unless it splutters back into life in a second. I mean, it was worth a go, I guess. If I was going faster, maybe I could get around that rock and get it out the other side, and maybe it'll be a little shallower further along. I think that is dead from water. Well, I gave it a go at least. Turns out it can take a hell of a beating. It magically repairs itself from time to time. And, yeah, it's pretty damn quick and good at bullying army cars. However, while it survived a lot of water, still... Yeah, this was a little bit too much. Oh, the soldiers have found me. Quick duck, they won't be able to shoot me because they are awful, awful shots. Yeah, please, oh yeah, go... they might be able to walk in this water, unfortunately. I was going to say, yeah, please go swimming after me. Truck, if you have any magic left in you, now would be a really, really good time to use it. There's no magic left in the rally truck. It's dead. It's gone. Well, that is unfortunate. The army are... useless. Oh, the tide's gone down. Truck, you know those magic tricks you were doing? Truck, splutter into life now. If any time would be a good time to suddenly work, it would be now. There is now absolutely no water here. And they could come up to me and, you know, pull me out of the truck if they wanted to. With relative ease. But the army are useless. I guess I got shot. Yeah, okay. Well, the first attempt was interesting. Not a massive success in terms of getting away, but quite a cool vehicle. Now, for this second attempt, I'm going to get a little bit ambitious. You see, I feel like this, I could sort of run down the motorway, dive off-road, and I don't think it'd be too much of a problem, really, to get away from the army with this truck. I'll do exactly the same thing I did with the Contender, bound around in the bits where the cars won't go, maybe outrun the helicopters on a railway line, and then, again, hide off-road. So we're going to challenge it. What we're going to do is, I'm going to try and complete the dangerous road, climb Chiliad, and then get away from the army. I have a strategy for doing this. I think the truck will be okay. I think it will survive. Oh, I think it will survive the dangerous road. I'm not sure it will survive the bushes, though. I don't think we'll have a problem getting down the dangerous road. The Contender failed, not because of its strength, but it got stuck, and it could get bullied by the army cars, whereas this isn't going to. This is not going to have a problem, I don't think, dealing with the army vehicles as such. So we're going to head to the dangerous road. We're going to drive down that. We're going to try and climb up Chiliad. Admittedly, we will be taking the slightly easier way up Chiliad in terms of getting away from the army. It's... oh, hello there, Jeep. Well done. But it's still not an easy ascent to make. Again, helicopters are going to be filling the vehicle full of bullets, which is always another thing to worry about, and that is the downside of this sort of particular set of challenges, is that the helicopters, certainly Dangerous Road and Chiliad, when you're on them, the helicopters are always going to be constantly shooting at you because you're having to go slow, you're navigating an off-road area. I still think, though, we're going to have the strength in this. After all, it was after numerous collisions with the army vehicles, many bullets, a couple of rolls and other silliness, the truck was still going at the end of the last run. It was only let down by me trying to get a bit too greedy and seeing how far off-road or underwater, more to the point, the truck could go. Now, the steering is a concern if a wheel gets locked up. This doesn't look like a vehicle that would be massively susceptible to it, but I guess anything can if you get a little bit unlucky. So we will have to try and avoid collisions as and where we can, pretty much. And we've done, well, a far better job because I'm not deliberately crashing into stuff on this first run. We know what it does to the army vehicles. We know what it can do when we need it to on the dangerous road. For now, though, we don't need it to. Bloody hell, it can carry some fantastic speed on these off-road bits. No chance of getting away from the army here. There is absolutely no cover and far too many roads. But it's impressive nonetheless. Oh, that bush is going to cause us issues. No, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, okay, we're not fine. We've found a nasty rock bit. There we go. Oh. Yeah, much like the contender, only with a little bit less stability, perhaps, because well, it's a lot more top heavy. The rally truck is more than happy to bound around, and you're going to miss that one. Well done. I'm not going to worry about sort of having a fight with you. We know that this can survive a lot of swimming. Not continuous swimming, but we'll be alright to jump through there, and then we'll jump it back onto the road, and you're going to spin yourself round, and I'll do a giant wheelie. It's all good. It's all fine. At this moment in time, we've got no major concerns. The barracks are making a nuisance of themselves, so again, once more, bugger it. I found myself using this route more and more. It's just easier to save yourself some damage by heading down here, rather than trying to fight your way across these bridges that are, well, very easy choke points. And no problem with the submarining through that section. A lovely short bit of, well, it is scarily deep actually, that part, because it's such a narrow bit of water, and you have often got quite a lot of speed coming off from the beach. Not too much of a problem getting through it, and that is nice, and is even getting out of my way. This might not be quite so nice, but we have made it. Now, the Dakar Truck. How are we going to fare? Oh, no, over. There we go. How are we going to fare on the dangerous road itself? I think perhaps my biggest problem is going to come from either me rolling it or an army vehicle hitting me just as it's going up on its side. That could cause me issues. Now, we are probably going to be able to weather this hit. Although, yeah, this is a problem that we have, because they're going to block the bloody road up, and another one is coming, and I can't get free here. Damn it, I thought I'd be able to do better there. Now, we have kind of really made a big nuisance of ourselves here. In backing up, we have confused them. Oh, that was a bit of part luck, part skill, I think, involved in that. I spotted the gap and went for it and got through it. So glad the barracks wasn't moving sooner, otherwise that could have caused no end of problems. Now, that is some of the worst bits of this road, navigated around so many cars fall foul of that section because it is so narrow, and the barracks, because it's a relatively straight part of the course, the barracks tends to be able to navigate to get you, whereas a lot of these other bits, the barracks falls off long before it ever reaches you. Here, yeah, there we go, back end's gone, and he is off. This truck itself is handling the course quite well, aside from the aforementioned rolliness. Normally not a bad quality in a FailRace vehicle, but at this precise moment in time, I would quite like less rolliness from the Dakar Truck, and this is probably not going to help my cause. Oh, that's bad. I really wanted to spin it clear. I don't want to climb over it. Climbing over it is a bad for control, and if he starts sort of tumbling off the mountain while I've got my front wheels wiggling in the air, I've got no steering to do anything about it. Oh, come on, push the vehicles out of the way. I'm pretty sure that's where we got stuck with the contender, or was it around this one? Could have been on the outside of this one, I'm not sure, but either way, I think we could probably push our way out of it in ways that the contender simply couldn't. Oh, no, that is exactly one of the things I feared at the start has happened. I started rolling and got hit by an army vehicle. Bloody hell, that reverse is good. Poor. I don't know how close we came to plummeting off the mountain there. I think bloody close is the answer. We were on the limit of that, but the reverse got us going. That is incredible, considering the weight of this vehicle that is wanting to go downhill. For it to be able to get itself going, that is what the torque in this sort of thing does for you. And, yeah, it is quite possibly one of the, I would imagine, one of the torquiest vehicles. Not that there's any way to measure it, of course, in GTA 5, but to be able to do that feat in something as large as this is very good going. Yeah, the supercars can do it, no problem, but normally trucks can't. But this thing did manage to save itself. Oh, we're climbing over cars, and that's not helping me, and we've made it out of here. All with the vehicle not smoking. Are we leaking fuel? I can't see if we are. Does not look like it, though. Oh, have we locked a wheel up? No, I don't think we have. We're up to 60 and we're off-road, so I think we might be good. Oh, that's going to do some serious damage. Didn't want to hit that rock. I really did not want to hit that rock. Prius is being defended by a barracks and cannot be killed. Well, oh, damn it. We know the army are bad when they are saving the Pries. That is never a good sign. I would have gone for it, but to try and go that side of the army truck was really, really asking for tremendous amounts of trouble. Right, dangerous road completed, and that in itself is no mean feat. A lot of vehicles have failed in that goal. Another Prius. Prius must be destroyed. No, wait, hold on. I've got to save my vehicle. I've got to save any of the collisions I can. I'm sorry. I've got to. If we get away from the army, then we will go and find a Prius to destroy. You guys are being really assholes here. I need to get into this area. Fine, you can crash into that. Screw you. We will go and find a way, or a different way around. Make it a bit of a pain, but never mind. Right, to Chiliad. Now, this way, climbing Chiliad itself is a little bit on the awkward side. Because of some of the very tight turns, followed by very steep inclines, it's hard to keep momentum up, especially with the larger, heavier vehicles. Back in the day when I did Downhill Chaos on Xbox 360, when you couldn't spawn in cars at the top of the course, you had to drive them all up there manually or airlift them in with a cargo bob. So that the really silly vehicles like a bus and so on, you're never going to get them up the mountain. But even some of the slow vehicles, things like a... God, was it Regina that I was driving up here? Cars like that, whether it was that one, could have been a Surfer actually, come to think of it. The difficulty with driving them up this course is because of the steepness of the slopes followed, or with the sharp corners. They can't get momentum up and they just stall out. They just don't have the power to keep climbing. This, I don't think it's going to have that problem, because we've already seen the mountain of torque it must have to have reversed its way out of trouble, when in fact we've weathered a hit from an army vehicle and we're still climbing. So yeah, that's pretty good going. This is going to hurt. Ugh. That is actually going to hurt quite a lot. This is probably... Oh, no, don't tell me we're being defeated by bloody trees. I'm not going to be happy if it's trees that have caught us. Oh, that does look like... Is that some smoke? Oh, that might just be dust rather than smoke. We're back rolling it down the hill. I forgot about that bit with the army being involved. Oh, brakes. Oh, no, don't tip over the other way. Oh, no, come on now. Stop. Okay, we're going to get it back under control, I think, down here. Not too much of a problem. The army are a little bit in the way. We've rolled it again. This is actually the bigger issue for the truck. It is not the climbing the mountain that is the problem. It is the rolling over. The top-heavy nature of this Dakar truck is causing us no end of problems. I really don't want to be bashing up my vehicle anymore. If I'm going to get away from the army after all of this, I need a healthy truck. I know what I can do with... Ah, they got my wheel. I can perhaps climb Chiliad with it. No, I can't. Can't do it. They've... Bugger. They got me at the one point where I can't do anything. Ah, that is such a shame. Yeah, the big downside with this truck, I absolutely adore it. I think it's a fantastic vehicle. The top-heavy nature of it, though, makes some of the off-roading very, very sketchy. And when it starts rolling, starts tumbling, trying to catch it, trying to correct it is so bloody difficult. Now, we are going to try anyway, regardless, because somehow it's managed to pull its way back up there. So if it can if it can climb Chiliad with a busted wheel, I don't care if it doesn't get away from the army. But I'm thinking it's going to really, really struggle to manage to do this with a busted wheel. Has anyone climbed Chiliad with a busted? We've had a couple get away from the army with a busted wheel, but I think they broke it either on the descent down Chiliad or on the chase to get away. So I think, yeah, the buggy definitely had a busted wheel. I think something else might have done. Oh no, not again at exactly the same bloody place. Okay, wait, brakes. Actually, not brakes. I've got to go on the throttle here, because, of course, when we go on the brakes, it puts it automatically into reverse. Both times we've made it up there, and we have been caught by a pissing barracks at exactly the right... I love how the one behind it spun its way off the course, and the one that is going for me is the one that makes... or the one that's going to be in exactly the wrong place for this rolly bloody truck. Get up, you stupid vehicle. Stop floundering around on the floor. You're a big racing truck. Now, we will make this bloody climb. It is the last thing I do. We've got some momentum going on. Right. Let's try once more. This is going to be a real test of how many bloody bullets the truck is going to hold. There goes a Messer launching itself towards me. I saw a barracks go tumbling in the distance. How has this got so much speed going this time? There we go, we're going to lose it. And then it's going to find some grip, and then we're going to go again. We're getting an assisting push as well. That's helpful. Crusader, don't you bloody dare kill my momentum. Thank you. We've made it up the first part of hell. Let's see how the second part of hell goes. Use the momentum. Oh, we got tackled. I'm pretty sure that's like a dump tackle. Oh, we got again. We are going to explode. Every bloody time. It's just, if they could put them at the absolute wrong moment for this truck, they did. If we didn't have a busted wheel, I think we probably could have done it, but it's a hell of a vehicle, though. That Dakar Truck, it is a really very, very, very impressive truck. Okay, I didn't technically get away from the army. I have no doubt, though, that the same technique used with the Contender of blast it along the train tracks and then jump it off-road, it can carry more speed off-road than just about anything. Perhaps the Insurgent might be still a little bit better at maintaining higher speeds off-road, but the Dakar Truck is still pretty damn good for that, and the truck's got more than enough straight-line speed to cause issues for the helicopters, at least. We made it down the dangerous road. We started the climb up Chiliad, just got screwed over by everything. That is less than ideal. I still think the truck probably could have done it. I think if we hadn't bent a wheel up, I think we probably could have climbed Chiliad, and getting away from the army could have been a possibility, but they positioned their vehicles in all of the wrong places for me, I guess all the right places for them, to, yeah, screw it over. A little bit of a shame, but there we go. My grand schemes have slightly been thwarted, but still an awesome vehicle. However, that is going to be it for this video, guys. As ever, I will put links in the description to all of the mods used, so you can download them, have a go with them yourself. But that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.